Hi folks, it's Anne at Revelry Artistry. I've had a bit of a boo-boo, big boo-boo. I mixed up a load of resin and I was going to make a tray, not a tray, cake stand, because I had the gear. I thought, well, I'll just make a cake stand. And I was going to put dried flowers in it and make it look very pretty. Anyway, I was in a world of my own mixing these things, mixing up the resin, and I unfortunately added part A to part A and not part A to part B. So we have got 175 grams of part A, which I've managed to scrape back off the moulds for the cake stand. Unfortunately, the flowers I put into it, some of them have leached some colour and I've ended up with this murky looking substance. However, I'm not going to lose that. I'm gonna do a pour. I don't know what it's going to turn out like, but I'm not going to lose it. So I'm going to add 175 grams of what is it, part A or part no, what have I got? This is part A in here, and this is, oh, hang on a minute, that's B. Yeah, it's A I've got to add. So I'm going to add 175. It doesn't look very nice, but I'm going to try to do one of those striation pours. It's just to make it, just to do something with it. You know, I'm not a fan of these bits on here. I'm not going to do anything with it at all. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to separate my 350 grams altogether. It'll be into different colours, and we'll go from there. So let me just mix my resin and I'll come back to you. Right, now I have 4 pots of very odd looking resin. I think you're probably all thinking I'm totally bonkers, but I did not want to waste the resin, and well, nothing ventured, nothing gained really. As a bit of a laugh as well, just to add to the confusion, I have got little glass, these things, they're in the mix as well. Heavens above, what are we going to do, eh? Right, this is going to go around the edge, I believe. So that's sort of about 3 scoops I've gone in there. It's quite stiff, this. This is just a real guessing game, this one. But I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll either be a disaster or it'll be a success, one or t'other, won't it, eh? So it's a lovely colour, that, isn't it? Goodness me. Well, that's mixed up all right. Can't really see apart from the odd blob, which is a glass thing. Right, so that's that one. I'm trying to just make this dead simple, really. I'm not sure whether I'm going to mould it or do something else with it. Just a bit of powder there. Let's put some of this. This is a bit of an interference one. Well, it's white with a shimmer. I'm not sure what shimmer it is. Oh, is that a pink shimmer? There's no names on them, no, not in English anyway. Yeah, so Chinese. Well, it's got a sort of yellow, rather a pinky gold on that, so that's not so bad. Quite pretty. I love all those mica metallics. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So there's about 60 mils in each of these, give or take. Now I've got some pinata, doesn't always mix very well. In fact, I'm not going to use that, it's too risky. Step too far. I'm going to put some purple in it. Let's go with a purple. I've tried not to go too light to try and hide the bits. Right, let's see what this one's got to say for itself. I want it to be quite a good purple, you know. It is oops. Oh, more mess. Let's Resin purple. I don't sort of like counting things by drops because drops vary in size, don't they? They're only a very sort of bare average, you know, average, because you could do 3 little drops, or they could come out bigger, couldn't they? So I tend not to count. I rather go by the colour that I've got. Probably just go a little bit more. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That was worth those couple of drops. And then let's put a lid on that before I lose it completely. And then I'm going to use some Let's Resin turquoise green. So a few changes, just the colours I like. That was about 8 drops and a squirt. That's a bit insipid, isn't it? Let's give it a little bit of... I was hoping it'd be a bit more of a bluey green, actually. Let's see if I can find some blue to pop in there as well. Some blue in. That's quite a bit, isn't it? A bit heavy there, but just want to take the green off it a bit. Oh, that's better. Never be afraid to mix different colours. Not quite so green now. Add a little bit more blue. So although there's quite a lot of alcohol ink in there, it's not going to be more than 5%, because there's, you know, that's a lot of alcohol ink. That'll do. That smells funny as well. Let's Resin, stinky. Right, so we've got some very interesting colours here. We've got a foamy pinky gold. We've got a beautiful blue. We've got a greeny blue, and we've got a purple. So the one to go around the outside is going to be this blue. So I'm going to drizzle this around the outside, and then I'm going to put some beads on it just to match the beads that are already in there. Whoops. Oops. It's a bit close. I think my cat is hiding in here. Buster, where are you? One of 2 cats. Buster thinks he's a dog. Got such wobbly hands. I'm sorry about my sort of lurchy movements. Okay, so let's now, I've got a little bit left actually. Might as well use it all up. Wanted to go right into the edges. You can see the beads in there, can't you? Oh, don't want that in there. Don't want that in there. Not that it will make a difference in the big scheme of things. Actually, it's a brighter blue than it looks, I think, in the actual. Right, leave that there. Now my beads. I'm just going to put the big light on because it's getting very dark. I think there's a big rain cloud coming up It's very black out there. Okay, let's try again. So my beads, I'm going to use a little, I don't know what, little, I don't want a huge amount, just a smattering around the edges. Might be easier just to, oh no. You could see that was going to go horribly wrong, couldn't you? The ones that don't make it in there are, can't see any bits of plant in there either, can you? So that's quite good. Oh, that's no good. It's a blob. Some resin must have got in there. Oops. Oh, there's another blob. Right, let's see if we can tuck all these bits up into the blue. I'm not going to fuss too much because it's all going to move anyway. There we go. A few that have fallen by the wayside here. I'll just pop them in odd places where there's not much. Right. A few more over there, just got a little bit of a gap there. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, so we're going to end up, we're finished with the clear. So we're going to go with, I'm going to go with green now. And I'm just going to dump the lot. Just going to dump the lot. So you always alternate. So you've got mica, alcohol ink, then it'll be mica, alcohol ink. And then it'll be finished with a splash of the clear, or not so clear in my case. Green. Now it's the pinky. It's gone frothy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now we're going with the green. You can see the little glass gems in there, can't you? There's little patches of clear. That's nice. Now purple. can hear my cat snoring. He's in here somewhere. He's very good at hiding himself. Buster? Oh, he knows. He's been caught. Okay, and now we're going to go with our not so clear. There. Well, that's interesting. This is going to be so interesting. When I come back in an hour or so, it's going to look completely different. You just know it. Let's have a quick. Quick degas. And then we'll see what this does. I really am totally fascinated. I'm hoping it does something spectacular. No guarantees though, so I will see you later on. If you like what you're seeing so far, subscribe, thumbs up, etc. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now. Hey folks, here we are again. Nice and set. Let's hope something good has come out of my big mess. So, let us... Oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow. Now that is beautiful. Would you believe it, that out of that murky, horrible resin that I had, look, how pretty is it? How pretty is that? Hope you can see what I can see. It's a lovely pale pink around the edges. Let's move this thing out of the way. We don't need that anymore, do we? Lovely pale pink with this beautiful blue, which is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why I haven't used it before. And then you've got this subtle green and purple sort of mottling down the bottom, and not filling in those stripes actually was the best thing I did. I'm just beyond amazed. I really am beyond amazed that, you know, that rotten old stuff, which was such a funny colour, and it was like frothing. It was really horrible. And yet I've got this from it. Make a lovely fruit bowl, wouldn't it? Yes. Well, what can I say? Magic of resin. That needs to be my tag, doesn't it, really? I should have called it, instead of Reveille Artistry, after my mum, using the letters for her name. I should have just gone with Magic of Resin. I think I might put a silver edge around the edge, so I'll come back to you in due course. Well, maybe not, because where there's the beads, it probably would not give a, I don't know, smooth finish. Anyway, happy days, another success. Anyway, if you like what you've seen, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, just enjoy. Okay, bye-bye now. Here we are. Let's see it properly. Hope you can see the right colours. It's probably a little bit lighter in real life than it looks to me through the camera. Just going to turn it over. Look at that. That is so pretty and so delicate. And the beads are just enough shimmer. Would you believe, out of that crusty old resin? Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, folks, yet again, and see you on the other side.